Hi, I'm Dad.
And I'm Bennett.
And Bennett, what are we drawing today on Drawing with the Blakleys?
Robert the construction worker.
Well, what we are drawing is Yokai Bob the Builder. This was based on a suggestion by the 66er, however you want to say that username. As you can see there, they suggested bobthebuilder.exe, and while I was looking at different images of bobthebuilder.exe, I came across our buddy Yokai Bob, the meat cannon. Watched it, and Ben and I decided we'd draw it. He'd already seen it before, previously.
I did.
Anyway, that's the story behind it. Sorry if this is not exactly what you wanted, but this is what we're doing, because it's freaky. Before we get started drawing this, hey Bennett, let's pause for just 1 second. Let's give these folks at home a chance to hit subscribe, hit like, hit that money with the button that gives us all their money.
Money.
And let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna pull up our reference image of Yokai Bob. And he is freaky. And I start with the maybe eyes. I don't know if these are blank, if these are empty sockets or just black eyes, but I'm gonna start here.
They're both.
I don't think they can be empty sockets and black eyes. I think they're just empty sockets. I gotta say, I do dig this. I feel like I've said this on our channel before, but I'm definitely gonna take the opportunity to say it now, and that is that one of my favorite all-time things to draw is scary versions of otherwise normal things. Now, people who know me in real life, they know this about me. Ben knows this about me.
I do? Yes, I do.
Yes, he does. So, love all the .exes and whatnots. It's good stuff.
All that good jazz.
Lots of little wrinkles and eyes. Meat Cannon has a pretty expressive style, so I'm looking forward to doing this. Bennett, what would you say is your favorite Meat Cannon video?
Well, I haven't really watched a whole lot of them, because some of them.
It's also kind of weird to talk about your favorite, because they're all kind of like weird and disturbing, but.
That's a good question.
You're gonna say DaBaby? Let's go.
No, not DaBaby, not DaBaby.
Not DaBaby, let's go. That was certainly the first one I saw.
That was also the first one I saw. I remember I was at a dude's house, and one of my good pals showed me it.
You're at a dude's house. What dude is this?
Josh's house.
Oh, I didn't know that's where you saw it.
Yeah.
So, sorry, we haven't really been talking too much about this.
Oh yeah, but my favorite episode is the Screams Behind the Golden Arches.
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet.
It's pretty dark.
What? A dark Meat Cannon video? It's funny, right now I think, at least mine, let's look at yours. I think they kind of both look a little bit like Yoda. Ironically, Yoda from Star Wars. This is fun though, drawing sort of in his style. Do his ears here. Those are in the vicinity. Yes, very expressive lines. It's funny, it's a simple-ish style in terms of like, there's not really shading, right? This is all the colors are, you know, solid, right? There's no real gradations. There's some hatching, some cross hatching. I mean, sort of. I mean, not even really. There's texture lines that sort of serve the same purpose as cross hatching. I guess, but do the other ear here as well. But yeah, it's really kind of, so in terms of gradation, in terms of shading, it's really fairly flat, and yet with all these wonderful expressive lines,
All these beautiful lines.
it really does kind of build up to something here.
Yo, Robert the construction worker.
Oh my gosh, yours kind of looks like if Yoda
Mixed with Shrek.
yeah, I was gonna say had a baby with Shrek.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that.
I love that about it. Come to bed you should, Shrek my dear.
Down, 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 down. Oh wait,
What does that have to do with Breaking Bad?
I don't know.
I like it. I'm with it. I'm about it. I'm about that.
But what does it do with? What does it do?
The answer is nothing. So we're gonna start working on his crazy stretchy neck here. Ew, it's very like fleshy is the best way I can describe it. Fleshy, bulgy. And this is not the hardest part to draw. There's something kind of satisfying about it though, I gotta say. Something about these skin folds is just like nasty and gross. Okay, so that's the bottom side. I think I'm gonna go back now and start from here and do the top side.
Oh man, and I thought my scoliosis was bad.
Well,
Oh yeah, folks, I was recently diagnosed with scoliosis.
not exactly. The chiropractor said you're developing scoliosis.
Oh yeah, I'm developing scoliosis.
We're trying to keep him from getting curved spine. See, I would argue that this is really not. That's in people's back, and this is really all his neck. That's weird and gross like this. I'm getting like sort of Thomas.exe vibes from this with that long creature neck. Ugh. Oh, I forgot his little dimple on this side. There we go. Let's see yours, Bennett. Ooh, I like it. I think what you sort of did here is you like this is good, but then the fold should be actually curving this way, and you have them curving the opposite way. These are like the folds that should be up here on the top. That's okay though. You can still. I mean, all you really have to do is just go like. You just want these to be kind of curved like that.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Padre, thank you so much.
I'm also gonna add some extra kind of skin folds in here and texture, and what this is sort of hinting at, I think, is a little bit of like a spine or something in there.
Man, he got a crookedy spine. His spine.
Well, you can see, like, if you look at someone's back or even their neck, like, it kind of comes together in the middle where your spine is, depending on how your, muscles are flexed, how it's arched. I think that's sort of the implication here, that these big folds going in towards smaller folds is sort of getting that impression of, like, this is where the spine or whatever is. It's kind of curving away here. Gosh, I could stop right there to be really gross and weird, but we're continuing on. So we'll start to do his collar here.
Oh my gosh, how could we forget about his collar?
I didn't, obviously.
Well,
I'm just building this out here.
that's why I said.
All right, and then here are his overalls. He's got his bib overalls on. And then we're going to come right into this like overly developed shoulder here, or this like sort of exaggerated shoulder, which seems funny to make a point of that when like this is all in there, but his shirt it's really bulgy here, like his arm is really thick or knobbly there. then as it comes down through here, it really gets much narrower. So that by the time its arm, which is this thick here, thick, 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 and then it gets real thin. It must get thin at the elbow. Because by the time its hand comes out at its wrist, it's real narrow. And then we have these cool, long, spindly, almost skeletal fingers. And while I'm not as much of a fan of the skeletal finger as I am of the weird, gross, crooked teeth, I still think it's a really cool way to sort of add a creep factor to your character. Adding little knuckles in here. Now you'll notice that there is also a knuckle here as well as here. If you look at your own knuckles, like these two knuckles are the most pronounced, whereas these tend to be less so, which is why that looks the way that it does. It's just less of a feature, less of a prominent feature on your hand there. Yes, like that hand. Super creepy. Complete that part. I think I'm gonna go over on this side now and build his other arm. So we kind of have to imagine what this would look like under here. And so coming out, we're gonna have, we'll put his elbow right here, because that's how it is in our reference image. Yeah, it must be at the elbow. Obviously we can't see because it's behind his, it's under his shirt, but at the elbow must be where it gets super narrow. Because it's like bulgy, bulgy, bulgy all the way to here, and then it comes out and it's fairly straight. And this is another part of this drawing that I actually really like, which is that his hammer is actually not a hammer at all. It seems to be, it's like fused.
Yeah.
It's either fused or he grew a hammer shape growth out of his hand. It's not actually a hammer at all.
Yeah, he likes doing that in his art styles, meat cannon.
Well, it's a really creepy extra step. Not only is it the hammer become part of his hand, but it's also his fist, as you can see with these little things here, is actually grown together, so it's not even an openable hand anymore. Like the flesh or the sinew has, the skin even has grown to where it's no longer even separated fully. And then another cool thing that I don't think really gets sometimes the recognition that it deserves, and that's a really creepy, kind of cracked, oversized thumbnail. Now I'm going to come up here to do the top of the hand. And these fingers also seem to have grown together, almost like they're webbed. And then of course we have all these parts attaching it here. And the handle, yeah, super creepy. One thing that I think I would be curious to see, if Meat Cannon has said this anywhere, a lot of like this sort of stuff reminds me of the illustrations you'd see on Garbage Pail Kids.
Oh wait, no, never mind.
Oh, what were you gonna say?
I thought you were gonna mention the Uzumaku stuff.
Uzumake?
Yeah.
Junji Ito?
Yeah, he likes that.
Good taste. I like Uzumake as well. Folks at home, I'm sure don't know this, but I actually bought an Uzumake coloring book recently.
Nice.
You know, for those of us weirdos who want to color scenes from Uzumake. Do the head of the hammer here.
I mean, I've never even read it.
I remember I had heard about it and I checked it out from the library, and you were looking through it as we were driving home, and you were like, "Whoa, Dad!" I'm like, no, you cannot read that. That is not for you. If you're familiar with Uzumake, then you know what I mean. And if you're not, wait until you're of age, because it's seriously scarring stuff. You got ahead of me at some point. Probably when it's adding all that hand detail, which I'm actually not done with, because there's still some parts here where his thumb is. Okay. Now, not yet. You didn't try his legs yet.
Oh, my bad.
Alright, do his belt buckle, his work belt here.
You always belt buckle.
Yeah.
The other moment we have no belt buckle.
But then, how did your pants not fall down?
Exactly.
So, just to be clear, you want to see Bob the Builder's pants fall down?
No, it's a meme. People go like, no maidens and no woman and stuff like that.
Okay. So I'm gonna.
These mega mine.
Oh my god. I'm gonna come down here. I'm gonna draw his pant leg now. And going into the top of his shoe. His work boot, I guess you would call it, since he's a builder.
Yo, man, be a builder.
Yeah, just like the builder group.
What?
Don't worry about it, bro. I'll tell you about the conspiracy theory sometime. Okay, we'll do his denim overalls are they're cuffed here. They're rolled up a little bit at the bottom, so we'll add that in. Come up, and we're just gonna try and thread the needle here, building his pants in behind these hands that are obscuring them. And we are almost done. How are we looking time-wise? Oh yeah, about what I would expect for this degree of difficulty.
Degree of difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like vocabulary if I've ever heard of it.
Does it?
Yep.
Put some wrinkles here in his front of his pants. There's some here around this thing as well. I'm not going to add the pipe wrench, I don't think. But I am going to add the pipe wrench. I saw that. That's part of the reason why I said something about it, because I never finished his bang all the way down here. His sideburn, I mean.
No!
That's okay, now I finish it.
Okay.
Alright, Bennett. These things are creepy looking. Let's color 'em. Woo! Woo woo! I know what's gonna be in my nightmares tonight. Do, 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 do.
I can't agree.
Love this.
Nice. Thank you.
Nice work. You really captured the horrificness of it.
The monotone.
Just kidding. Not really breaking down. Yeah, so there you go. Enjoyed doing this, despite the fact that it's going to haunt my dreams now. Because it was fun. I like grotesque things, so. Awesome. Well, friends, it's getting to be just about bedtime here at the Blakely house. Who knows what time it is where you are? Probably not the same, unless you live in the central time zone of North America, in which case it's the exact same time. But then you might not be watching it at the same time of day that we made it. So really, my indicating what time of day it was for us means nothing. But
it has no plot relevance.
If you feel like you want to emulate the Blakeleys and also go to bed now, go ahead and do so.
Could you please?
I'm just gonna say that that's it for us. Subscribe, like, give us all your money, you know, that jazz.
Yeah.
Until next time. Bye-bye.